Hey, how you doing? I'm Ray, and this is Ray's Reality, and I'm back for my technically very first show. I've already had one. It was an introduction show that I did, but this is my first podcast. And so today's podcast, I was kind of trying to figure things out. What do we want to do a podcast about to start? I want to start and jump into everything that I know about anything and everything. I want to just start doing all kinds of shows. Now, all my podcast shows and my shows are going to go for, I don't know, it might be 15 minutes, might be 25, 30, might be 45, might be an hour. So I could talk 2 hours about a piece of paper with nothing on it. That's how I am. I'm cool like that. So anyways, I decided that today, right now, my first things, I want to talk about something, facts. I want to talk about facts. That's what I want to talk about. So I'm going to do a show right now on facts. We're going to talk about facts. And this is my reality, Ray's Reality. It's something, I've been putting together. And so we're going to have fun with it. We're going to talk about it. And we're going to go back and forth with it and talk about the different things. And I apologize for hitting the camera. Oh my gosh. What kind of person am I to be doing something like that? How is it that I can have, things going on in the background and messing stuff up and just, it's supposed to be recording this. It's supposed to be professional. It's supposed to be, everything's supposed to be perfect. To be honest with you, I don't really care about all that stuff. I'm out here doing what I want to do. They might get better, hopefully, with everything. Lighting is absolutely horrible everywhere I seem to go. One of these years, with enough support and your donations, I could have my very own recording studio to come to you from a very nice recording studio with a nice desk and nice stuff in the background. That'd be awesome, but one of these days maybe we'll work up to that. But right now, we have to live with what we have, and I'm enjoying this because I'm literally we're on the road, and we full-time RV, so I may be recording this in your backyard. You never know. So we might be in Canada or Mexico or the United States, or it's hard telling where we'll be. Chances are it's probably going to be in the United States. So that's probably where we're going to be. But you never know. So anyways, today we're talking about, what I say? I'm going to talk about facts. So look at that big yellow word, facts. We're going to talk about facts because I get people like friends, I'll call them friends, acquaintances, whatever it may be, that will talk about different things, and I'll have a thing on, like I'll post something on Facebook or online, and when I post something, or I'll be talking to somebody on the phone, and I just think it's funny because they'll say, "Is that a fact? Is that a fact? You got a picture? Can you prove it? Prove it. Is that a fact?" So look at me, I'm behind the keyboard. Is that real? Is that a fact? Is that a fact? Yeah, is it a fact? So what is a fact? So I'm going to go about facts. I'm going to go right here on my phone and look at fact. Definition of what it says a fact is. And that is something that is known to have happened or to exist, especially something for which proof exists or about which there is information. So a fact. So when we have a fact, wait a minute, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a fact. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'd like to do that. So, a fact, a thing that is known or proved to be true. So a thing that is known or proved to be true. So that's what that is. And I want to reflect real quick on a fact, because I'm going to be going over some things too. Fact versus theory. Okay? So theory, what is a theory? I can't pronounce all words. I'm not an English major, so if you are, so a theory, a supposition, or a system of ideas intended to explain something, especially one based on general principles independent of the thing to be explained. So a supposition, I can't say it, or a system of ideas intended to explain something, especially one based on general principles independent of the thing to be explained. That's a theory, okay? So fact versus theory, facts. So the fact is, let's see. Fact. The fact is, me and my family went on vacation. And the fact is, we're standing here on a beach. I believe that is in Aruba. And the fact is, we are on the beach in Aruba. That's a fact. But, however, the picture shows us on a beach. But man, that could be green screen in there. That could be, I could have put us in that picture, and it would have been fine. I could have put us in there. There's nothing saying that's Aruba. We could be on a beach in Tennessee. Wait, that's not true. But we can say wherever we are. We can say whatever. It's a fact. We know it's a fact because we were there. You don't know it was a fact because you weren't there unless you were there with us. So we do have 5,000 witnesses that knows we were there because we were on a cruise. So we know that we can prove that fact all day long. So, it's always good. So here's another fact. The fact is, here's me and my family in blue and red flames. We're on a bus. Is that a fact? We're on a bus right now that's on fire. That's a fact. Look at that. We're on a bus that's on fire. You can tell that by my son's eyes. Look at the concern in those eyes. He is just super, super concerned about that bus being on fire. But, however, there's no bus. You don't see the bus. Picture was taken on a bus, but I changed the background. So we know it's a fact that we're on a bus, but that doesn't prove it. It's, there you go. Hey, prove it. Is that a fact? It is a fact because we were there. Here's a fact. Here's a fact that's just given. Here's another one. Oh, wait. This is controversial. Close your eyes. Oh my gosh. You might get upset. Somebody here is going to be all uptight. Here's my son Ben with a gun. Shooting a gun. There he is. Oh my gosh. Should we freak out? That's a fact that he's shooting a gun. So that is a Colt 45. So beautiful gun. But the fact is, it's a BB gun. Beautiful BB gun. It's awesome. He probably doesn't want me to tell you that. So, but yeah, it is. It's a BB gun, but that's a fact. So you're probably thinking, Ray, where are you going with this crap? Where are you going with it? It's just, I'm going out because it aggravates me when somebody says, is that a fact? Is that a fact? Is that a fact? Matter of fact, it is a fact. When I'm talking to you about something and I'm telling you facts and I'm not making things up, and then the thing that really aggravates me is the fact that they don't have the guts to look it up themselves to find out that you are telling the truth, that it is a fact. So when somebody says that, oh, is that a fact? You can't prove me wrong? Prove me wrong. Show me. You look it up. So I have so many, my mind's ready to explode all the different things right now about people it's confronted me about these certain things about facts. Hey, is that a fact? The fact is it was raining across the street but not here. Really? Is that a fact? Yeah, you were standing there in the rain, stupid. So, and I wasn't. I was dry and you were wet across the street. So I didn't see it. It was pouring down rain. And you were all wet. No, you were wet because you were on the other side of the street. I was dry. So, hey, and you're in Florida, it happens. It will literally pour down rain across the street and you will be dry on your side of the street. So, I have a picture to prove that somewhere. So anyways, facts. And you know, I really think, you know, with some of these things, when people do that, it really does, you know, it gets on my nerves big time. And then theories. So you know, what is a theory? People want to talk about, more people base things on theory than they do facts. What is a theory? A theory is an idea. And if enough people agree with that idea, then it becomes fact. That's stupid. That is absolutely stupid. For you to sit and tell me I have to prove a fact, but yet if enough people agree that, you know, if enough people agree with this donkey with his tongue hanging out of his head, if enough people agree that that's a cat, in theory, it's got ears and it's got a tongue like it. It's got to be a cat. So if enough people agree that this is a cat, then, oh my gosh, then it becomes fact that that's a cat. It's not a donkey. It's not a donkey at all. It's a cat because it's a theory. Somebody thought, hey, that looks like a cat to me. And if enough people agree with it, there you have it. It's a cat. But we all know, the real world, we all know that that's clearly a donkey with sticking his tongue out. So took that picture myself, so I know for a fact that it was a donkey. Donkey. So anyways, so I figured this might, like I said, might not pertain to everybody, and everybody's gonna be like, oh, who cares? What's it matter? I just, you know, some people need to be called out on different things like this to say, hey, you know, you're telling me to prove something. I post something on Facebook, and then your response is that a fact? Is that a fact? Prove it. Okay, so I prove it. I have the picture. We were there, and we did it. You know, if you see a burning house that's on fire, flames and smoke, and you take a picture of it, and then you post it online, say, oh, we saw a burning house today, there's always going to be one idiot out there. Oh, is that a fact? Prove it. Where was that? I didn't hear about no fire today. Yeah, because you're in, you know, Seattle, Washington, and I'm in Florida. That's why you didn't hear about it today, because they didn't care about it in Seattle, Washington, because, you know, it's in Florida. So, you know, it's a fact. So for people to sit, like I said, and they want to sit and get all upset and uptight about, you know, things, and that, you know, they want to prove you wrong all the time. And I have noticed something about these people. They want you to prove it. They want to call you a liar, but yet they have no intentions to look it up for themselves. They have no intentions to see. Or one of my favorite, well, my dad, I learned it from my dad, so I know it's a fact. My brother's uncle's father's mother's dog did it, so I know it's a fact. Yeah, well, it's not a fact. So you're not proving it. You're not proving it at all. I had a gentleman that was arguing with me about an incident. He told me he got all mad, got all furious with me. Matter of fact, I don't know if that's why he stopped talking to me, but I haven't talked to him in over a year because of the situation. I guess that's the problem. So I've tried to reach out to him. He refuses to take my calls. He, you know, didn't answer the door when I came to his house. So it's okay. But however, I find it funny that he was, you know, that's a fact. He wanted to argue a fact with me when he didn't have enough, you know, nerve to look it up for himself and to prove me wrong. And I'm going by first off, I'm going by every car ever built ever has the information in the owner's manual and right there on the car. And he was saying, oh, you're wrong. That's not a fact. It is a fact. It's right there. And it's proven that it's a fact. That's it. That is a fact. So don't get all bent out of shape with me when I'm telling you this is a fact. You look it up, but you're basing your fact on one single individual person that told you. You're not looking on Google or Siri, or you're not asking anybody. You're not looking in the encyclopedias. Let's go old school. You're not looking at any of that stuff. You're not going and looking at every owner's manual in the world on every vehicle that tells you right there perfectly right there. And it's funny because I've argued the same thing with several people. Not one of them ever has ever proved me wrong, because they can't, because it's a fact. So, and I find it funny, extremely funny, when people want to talk about, they'll fight tooth and nail over a theory. A theory is a thought. It's not a fact. And like I said, it's a theory. The theory of evolution. Theory of evolution. It's not the fact of evolution. It's the theory of evolution. And on top of that, I'm going to pick on people right now. They're getting, somebody out there is getting all like, eh. The theory of evolution is based on 7 different theories. I think my favorite theory of evolution is the one that combines all 7 of those together. Huh. Anyways, that's magical. That's magical when you got all 7 theories all combined into one to make them. They work together as a theory, not a fact, but a theory. So let's base it on a theory. It's a fact that my dog is sitting over here next to me, sleeping. That's a fact. It's not a theory. It's a fact because she is there. So I'm surprised she's not in my face to want me to scratch her neck or anything. So anyways, like I said, I can talk for hours about nothing. So I just I figured this was a good one because I'm going to be doing lots of different things, and we're going to be talking about facts and theories on several podcasts. I'm going to do I'm going to do a podcast, evolution versus creation. That particular one there, that's nothing but it's based on facts and theory. So evolution and creation, which one's fact and which one's theory? I'm going to bring all that out. I'm going to explain it maybe a different way from what other people has explained it before, but I'm going to explain it in like I said, a manner that I would hope that would be a more understanding, because a lot of people don't understand different things with that. So, but however, if you want a fact and you want to make somebody look like an idiot or make them look like a liar, instead of calling them out and say, is that a fact, on Facebook or social media, look it up. Prove them wrong. Prove them wrong. That's all you have to do. Don't get all mad at them and all upset and angry. It's just, it doesn't make any sense. So you need to make sure, if you're going to be sitting there and crying about something and fighting and arguing with somebody, not going to talk to them for a year and a half and still not, because of something that have an issue with, because you don't have enough, ambition or thought to look it up and take 30 seconds to look it up and to prove somebody wrong, and here's the thing. It's a fact until you prove it wrong. How about that? So facts are facts. And like I said, it's kind of a pet peeve of mine because I do get people all the time. Is that a fact? Huh. Is that a fact? Really? Are you serious? Huh. That's stupid. But yet, you want me to live my life on theories of your thoughts and make believe stuff that aren't facts? I have a ton of, I could sit here all day long talking about different things, theory and facts, you know. So it's like, and people, they try so hard to get you to believe the theory over the fact. They will do everything in their power to change your mind, to try to get you to change your mind. They do not want you to know the truth, and you already know the truth because it's a fact, and you probably were there and you have pictures. You just went to the latest concert, and you were there and you took pictures and you took video, you took a selfie of yourself there at the concert, and there will be somebody that says, oh, you're lying, you didn't go there. And that's exactly what will happen. You will have somebody there denying the fact that you were there. So guess what? I went to Rabbit Hash, Kentucky. Rabbit Hash General Store. I was there. Not only do I have a picture, I got the t-shirt. Well, you can get a t-shirt anywhere. Oh, it says Rabbit Hash. Really? Yeah, I'd like to know. Maybe not. Yeah, that's not happening. I'm sure it could happen, but, you have a better chance of winning the lottery. But I was there. I used to live there. I lived in the big city of Rabbit Hash, Kentucky. That's a fact. I lived there for, 2 years. So, big city of Rabbit Hash. So look that up. It's a fact. There's a city called Rabbit Hash in northern Kentucky. We actually just had friends go to Kentucky, and we told them, hey, you have to go to Rabbit Hash. It's a little place, great. Rabbit Hash consists of pretty much just a general store, and that's it. There's like 3 places there, 2 barns that are converted. One's a store. But yeah, so it's like there's some. It's a cool place to go just to hang out for the weekend. For a day. It's a day trip. Spend an hour or 2 there. Go to the store, get yourself a T-shirt. But yeah, they're not. I've lived there. It's a city, so I'm talking about it. They're not sponsoring me or anything like that. So, but I'm just saying, putting it out there. So, putting out the fact that I was in Rabbit Hash because I did get a T-shirt from there, and the fact that I did live there for a while. So those are facts. And the fact is, the mayor of Rabbit Hash, Kentucky, the mayor is a dog. That is true. You can look it up. There's a million things out there about it. They did an entire 2-hour-long documentary on Rabbit Hash and the mayor of Rabbit Hash being a dog. Matter of fact, I know a guy, Rob. Rob's dog was, I forget the co-mayor, possibly, I think is what it was. I forget now. Sorry, Rob. But yeah, his dog was, Lady was the co-mayor. She runner up, however you want to look at it, of there. She, I forget what they call it, but, she was part of it. But yeah, so how did they get a dog as a mayor? It was the first election that was paid for. Really, was it the first one? Yeah, they decided they wanted a mayor, so they said, hey, whoever gives us the most money will become mayor of Rabbit Hash. Well, a guy years ago gave him a whole bunch of money and put his dog down as the mayor, and his dog became the mayor, and the first mayor ever of Rabbit Hash, Kentucky. And since then, they've been, I think they've had 1 cat. It's always been a dog, 1 cat, and I think a pig was a mayor there of Rabbit Hash. And so those are facts. And if you're, a lot of people don't know this or understand it, but if you live there, and it's not, nothing new. But if you're hearing it now for the first time, now you know. It's kind of funny and cool. So yeah, mayor of Rabbit Hash is a dog. So anyways, it's a fact. It's not a theory, it's a fact. It is an absolute fact. So we can go on forever about this, but I've just, we're going to go over it with other things as well. But like I said, if you want to call me out and say, is that a fact? Then prove me wrong. Show me. And a lot of times, like when I do studies, I did studies on gasoline. I'm gonna do an entire podcast about gasoline and the effects it has on your vehicle. I've had so many people try to call me out on that. And here's the funny thing is, they've never, ever, 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 ever disproved my facts about gasoline. And matter of fact, I have the U.S. government to back me up on that. As of 2007, I think they did a major study there that they did on gas, and that caused a whole bunch of other problems, which we'll go into about that when I do my podcast on gasoline and the effects it has on your vehicle. So just make sure you stay tuned, because we're going to be talking about all kinds of crazy stuff. So anyways, today I just want to talk about facts and theories and the differences and what they are, and so I want you to understand, what is a fact, what is a theory. So a theory is an idea, it's not a fact. Now, however, if you have enough people agree with you that this dog is laying here and that dog is alive, we're not sure, because it's not really moving at this time, but it's just a fur ball. And if we have enough people that agree the theory that the dog is alive, if enough people agree, then we can say that it's a fact, right? Well, the fact is, we know she's breathing because we can see her breathing, so it's a fact. So it doesn't get a theory. So that's what I'm saying. It's corny. It's weird. It doesn't make any sense how so many things can be based on theories and not facts. And I think most people base their opinion on theories and not facts, because most people don't want to know the facts. They want to be, okay, maybe, maybe not, whatever. So, but that's the thing. Is it a fact? Prove it. I always do. I always try to. So I look it up. I look it up online. Used to be back in the day, we had encyclopedias, so we had to look it up in the encyclopedia, turn the pages. Hey, what page is that? It's we got to get out book A or book C or book Z off the shelf, and it has all those pages, and you got to go through alphabetic order to whatever you're looking at. Zebras have stripes, so book Z, go to Z. Is it proven fact? Yes, zebras have stripes. That's a proven fact. It's not a theory, it's a fact. So we used to have to look. Nowadays, you just go on Google and say, hey, does zebras have stripes? Yep, they sure do. So, ta-da! It's a proven fact. So, and it's not a theory, because we see them, and we know they're zebras, and we know they have stripes, so it's a fact. So, understand and know the differences between theories and facts. And the thing is, like I said, I'm going to say it 1,000,000 times. If you want to know a fact, if it's true or not, then look it up. Use your phone, Google it, instead of watching all those stupid videos like this one. Oh, it's not stupid. Anyways, instead of looking up, look it up. Look up the fact, that instead of trying to make somebody look like an idiot, because all you're doing is making yourself look like an idiot. So I'm going to touch base on, it's funny, years and years ago, I had a guy that is arguing with me about a car, something to do with a car. And I was not going to argue with this guy, because he was arguing his ideas and his theories about the situation, not facts. So I was trying to explain to him the facts about building an engine back in the 90s, an old school V8, 350 Chevy engine. In order to build that engine, to make it run the most efficient, give you the most horsepower, to how you match things in the engine, you can't just throw a bunch of stuff at it and think you're going to have a 1,000,000 horsepower car. It doesn't happen that way. So I had facts, and he had theories and thoughts that he was arguing with me. I can't do that. It's like, give me a break. So either do it or do it, prove me wrong. And he couldn't. And I've had hundreds of people over the years try to prove me wrong. Oh my gosh, I've been in trouble working at dealerships. I would tell the supervisors, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. They couldn't do it because they knew it was a fact. And the fact was they're trying to rip off the customer, and they don't want to listen to that because, hey, we want to rip this guy off, so we can't be telling them facts. We got to be telling them lies. So, that's a huge thing. So, and it is one of my things I've always had a pet peeve with. People saying, oh, is it a fact? Yes, it's a fact. It's a fact I'm about to punch in the nose. So, would I do that? Come close. I wanted to a few times. But anyways, I'm not violent. I'm a lover. So, we'll, like I said, we'll be touching base more on different things, topics, talking about facts, theories. So I think everything you can talk about, there's theories versus facts in them. Some are more, like I said, it's funny to me because so many things are based on theories and not facts. So anyways, I hope you really enjoyed this fact and theory type deal and talking about facts. Might have been boring. It might have been, it could be like, I'm just straight up, sitting here and that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking right now, but that's all good. So it's all good. So if that's what it is, it's what it is. So anyways, I'm going to get out of here, and I appreciate you watching, and I hope you watch the next one and the next one and the next one after that. So until next time, I hope you really did enjoy this, and you look forward to having more. So all I can say is thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next podcast.